Hey y'all, this divinely guided chosen star seed spiritually. Okay, I'm trying to see if I'm able to do a video. I started on March the 5th and I was so happy. I was going to be outside and everything was well within me until later on. Pause. It's got kids as I'm here trying to do a video. Excuse me, my son. Okay, so I started on March the 5th. I had a download. I'm constantly downloading. This is like, you just gotta find a way to balance everything. And so I went outside, ready. It was raining, matter of fact. And so all of a sudden, I'm sitting here talking, and someone say, "Look at the camera." Doop. I said, "Oh man." And I figured out, I said, well, man, my storage is full. You know what I mean? For everything. That resonates to somebody. So my storage was full. So sometimes when it's over full, that means that you will have to remove your videos, or maybe you're so full that maybe that you was trying to overflow. How that resonates. But at that time, it kind of like the new moon and new moon that was in Pisces. And I was like, okay, when I was picking up, when I was going through my cards, and I was like, why am I doing Aries so early? And I said, Aries is in the 20th, 19, around there. And I was like, well, why is this so early? And I said, I just went with the flow. And I said, well, maybe that's for me to keep that and then come later on. But when I when I understand that I had overflow with my storage, now I was like, well, maybe that was what that's about. And then you still trying to force it anyway. I was trying to still force it, but anyway, if that resonate for this is Aries. Aries is a fiery thing. Hey, it's the beginning. Aries is a strong leader, you know, and they create, and also create has to do with magician, if that resonates. So fire. Okay, so that's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, coming from water, emotional. Also, we coming for spring, which we already in now. And it seemed like when you come out of that type of the natural gifts of the energy, then you have to figure out you coming from Pisces. The Pisces is deep. Like I say, Scorpio is deep. All emotional. It depends. Like I say, it gives a story. Everything natural is in order. Sometimes, like I say, the earth is going to keep going to do what it's going to do. The people that's in it, you have to get online, or what they say, ride the chariot. Sometimes you have to ride because they natural and they already had a plan. And sometimes you have to get on board. And that means that whatever's going on with your life, knowing that everything is good within, but sometimes the energy is in order, and natural order. Matter of fact, sometimes it's just a time for the rest and not, and some it's time to spring up on and to be able to keep moving. Okay, seem like I'm all right. Okay, I guess I'm good today. Now, also on March the 5th, it had to do with, I always go find different things that can connect to me. And I looked up there and I knew we had the moon, and also it had some other little things. I had March 5th, it got to do with the heaven and hell. Okay, heaven and hell. So I said that day, I guess I that was not the day for me to speak on that day. So I guess I picked it up to how I felt and emotional and try to keep a balance. Now, a couple of years ago, I write a lot. Now, this was on a silver moon, cloud silver lining, okay? And it had to do with Uranus. You know, Uranus, it had something to do with the old, what they call it, grandfather. You know, Uranus has to do with you and rain on us, if that makes sense. It's always a silver lining is a hope, you know, number 10. And I realized that the new moon had to do with March the 10th, right? Knowing it had to do with hope. And know that hope was the best. We call it the bestie. Meaning good things was lining, aligned. Everything was jumping and everything new was here. That was that was something to lift you up out of all of what you went through from the winter or fall and winter and came out of new spring. You spring up like a rabbit, and your rabbit is lucky, and also it is a lucky thing. Different of native of things of natural of animal, different things about what the rabbit does and what it's for and when you see them. Okay, and I did see two rabbits. So if that's somebody that resonates to that about a rabbit, um, now the silver lining is hope. It's a positive outcome of we call it aspect. Would be aspect of somebody you right of a bad situation. But and it says and but unseen benefit or an element of hopefulness. Now I said it was a day of heaven and hell. On that day, I didn't wasn't able to do that video. Hmm. But remember, I said it's about you. The rain you rain over. It says you. You know, you. It's like the universe rain on us. Okay. But it says right here, unseen benefit of the element of a hopefulness, but it has a positive outcome. It is a silver lining, is a positive and an outcome of an aspect of a bad situation, meaning heaven and hell. If you paid attention, you know, maybe I needed some more add. I don't know. I just received. Okay, when you see everything ain't always it be a negative effect, but it be a positive. Maybe it wasn't that time for me to do that video. Now, if there's a silver lining being laid off, is that I can, it says concentrate on my writing. Concentrate on my writing. So therefore, this receive it and send it back to you. Three fingers coming back. Collective. This is about Aries. We came for that new moon in Pisces. Mm-hmm. But this is still the energy of Pisces going into Aries, right? Even though the card picked themselves, because I didn't. So it's the energy. So let's see what ancestors and angels is telling us something. It's a silver, like I said, it's a silver lining. It's a metaphor for optimism in the common English language, which means, okay, now this gonna hurt somebody. I ain't trying to hurt you, but this right here has a negative effect and a positive regardless. Remember that it's balancing. You know, some things you don't know, go find your way. You know, that's what it is. It says it's a English is a negative occurrence may have a positive aspect to it. Okay, that means that some things English that I read a whole lot a couple years ago, and about English, you know, I always say I look at it the old wise things come to teach us the things what we knew a long time ago, but people change and transform so much of things. You got so many ideas within oneself, and it's not just spirit and soul. It's other things up under the hood. You know what I'm saying? That means your aspects of what under your body. Now, to each his own. It's just I'm saying that it is a lot of things. Understand about certain type of English that I've noticed is a lot of negative fact. It goes all the way back from all the way from Egypt. From for what happened with Egypt has to always do with the leader at a point of time separating of divisions of all of Egypt has been separated at a point of time, division, fighting against each other, and with the division and separation of a yoke, you have to understand that means people was doing their own thing. They didn't come together to make one. That means everybody had their own ideas to do things in this world because that's what a God is supposed to be. Coming from the God of image of the Most High and be us who we are. He also calls our different names too because it has to do with animalistic of different things that we have within ourselves. From I'm coming from native totem from staff and that was been given from stars and also native from family of ancestors of sacred. Okay, that means I'm giving heavens and earth, giving understanding that we got so much. And sometimes you have to figure out everything that's been put as far as conditioning, principalities and principles that we have been in a negative effect, and we become a certain way, and therefore it's a challenge between of conditions that was being given to you, and now you have to go against to what's best within yourself, your soul, your spirit, and soul, and try to figure it out. And I believe that that silver lining giving you the opportunity that may be negative around, but it's always an outcome of a positive. It means you have to go through the travel of the navel of with I call it a mother of going through stages of being birthed. She goes through a lot. Going through travel also has to do with journeys. Okay, it's a lot of things that's going on within the polarity and duality. And with us, we have so much. Um, but when conditionings, you have to figure out of as a negative fact, figure it out, pick out what's good for you, and you become as a positive outcome when you're looking for positive. Being that English has become as a trashy. They say English a trashy, what they call a trashy person, a trashy dog, what they call it. But that means to let you know that it's so many Babylonians of English. Pick one. At the end of the day, you figure it out. It come back to the same thing, different titles and different languages, but it's still a part of something. I believe that that is a negative of things to become as a positive because you have the one that tries the wheel. Okay, you can change it, meaning you can change it around. And lingo is a positive aspect as a new. And now we're coming in spring. Give you some information. It's so many different type of legal lingo and Babylonian and being Babylon on the Egypt and all of that information for old wisdom of sacred stuff that generation has been given. So you can it's on so much. You can't hold it all. Sometimes you keep little things you want and write it down. But it's all about expression communication. Every cloud is a cloud has a silver lining. Describe a sad or a difficult situation. Unexpected benefits, but observation, someone who is having a hard, difficult time with the rainy clouds. All you went through may have some raining clouds, but that is over now. You're free to do your will. Synonyms and antonyms. It calls synonyms and antonyms, or idiomatic. It's the expression and it's a related words of silver lining. It's like bright side, hopeful, prospect, good side, confronting, prospect, positive side, break in the clouds and blue sky. Uranus is a time of French. It's a Uranus or erratic and a quality of not doing things a straight line fashion and releasing. You know, that straight line fashion and releasing, it meaning that some things don't always in line, but you have to release it. It has 44 legacy, finances unique, and it means unaided and manifest. It says manifesting magic, which is creation things. It's the chain breaker. 44 is strength, strength pillars, water, surprise, opportunity, have faith, and 28 is a number of strong foundation equals a 10. And it says right here, stay awake. Goblins, vampires, try to suck your blood. That means somebody is of an energy vampire there. Be careful for people are negative. You know what I'm saying? And it's all the energy they bring is negative, and then they need your energy for positive. That means a person that needs negative factors. But after they don't have nothing but negative, they low. They need something to lift them up. Get be around of some type of people energy. They need positive and high, and need that type of light. You know, vampires, low vampire energy is dark. Now let's get back. This was I wrote this in about 21. Look at this. It's so silver line. I wrote it in February 1721. Yeah. So this here, it has to do with the silver shining. Excuse me, silver shadow, shining brightly. Future as a chosen, spontaneous, and impulsive energies that are a characteristic of Uranus. And I mean, Uranus people is the 84 year of solar orbit, excuse me, of Uranus is taking in this book to be an ideal lifespan of humans in Aquarian age. That's age of Aquarian. So that means the age of Aquarius. Try to tell me shine spark means wonder. Shining, G silver. Okay? That means glowing star. And it has watery changes and water challenges. And it has watery of a choice. Rejection is protection. It is a four-leaf clover. That's a silver linings found in the struggle. Lady Luck, finally on your side. It is a freedom. Prince of Egypt. Okay? That's what I wrote it down. It's a beautiful thing. And it's like there can be miracles. Miracles, believer, be in life, and you can achieve. And it's like in self, love, and live forever. This is Uranus. It is a house to connect it to I believe in the new moon of Pisces going into Aquarius. We're coming from the age of Aquarius, but also we're going through the new spring. They're going into Aries. So, well. Okay, that day I was outside, and the birds. I seen the cardinal, the red robin, the two blue jays. Matter of fact, they are two. So the cardinal and the red robin was together, and the two blue jays was together. Meaning, if anybody that resonate of that, to let you know, it's have to do with the couple, okay, or duality of twins, if that is someone that is connected with a divine for a feminine or a masculine. I try to open But like I said, it's up under the hood. Up under the hood got to do with Napa parts. Okay, that means something about your hood if they resonate. Now Aries, okay, here we go. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius has the fiery. They create now. They flattery too. Very flattery. Okay, them cards I pulled up in here, these cards, I was laughing. So it says, I was like, oh, y'all funny. Yeah, flattery will get you far with me. Now, this is a person that's fiery. They like that type of stuff. I'm sorry, flattery's like, who's gonna be flattery? It's kind of like a little, you pride and ego. Pride and ego got to do with that Leo. Now, I'm just gonna go in between these cards I put here. As a matter of fact, they wet. They got wet. So, they got real wet. And I said, wow. It poured. I said, that wasn't the time. And it says here, I have a hard time sticking to a budget. Okay. And it says, I double text people with no shame. Okay. Double text. And it said, it's easy to rile me up. Okay. And it says, I think jealousy is a healthy part of any relationship. When I'm angry, I text in all caps. And I'm attracted to people who tell it like it is. I got so many 7 cards. So 7, seven has to do with forward. To keep it moving. They ain't got time. Tell them what it is, straight up forward, keep it moving. I ain't got time to go back to redo it again. This person is something else. Is this a masculine or feminine? Somebody you would know. So now it's like, okay. Impatient, funny and generous, what I put in here. I have Pisces. Have made. It's a soulful, wise, and that is it was an emotion, but creativity. Already crying. It says already. Oh yeah, I'm already crying because I'm laughing because it's funny. These are angels and your ancestors is where I came from the card. So the first one was the water guardian, connecting with the emotionals, a woman. You I put a woman there because the woman is a picture. So if that you can change whoever that is, the water guardian, but this here is an ancestor and she's a female, right? Okay. So this one here, and I got the one for the autumn, which is the crow. Crow is releasing. Then everything in order mean that's that fall. Release has to do with fall. And it said release the old and rest. And the other one was the broken arrow. It embraced the energy of peace. And the other one it had to do with the magic. Is the guardian. It's a message. Stop looking outside yourself and recognize that you have incredible power within yourself. And what you see yourself on yourself word as a physical body of soul. You know what I'm saying? So, magic is about within what you create. And sometimes a person, like I say, it's like you have so many gifts, but sometimes you may not be recognized. Okay, and that caused problems within. I think I was trying to start about conditions in this world, and with conditions and a lot of doctrine, you know, and a lot of trashy dogs, what they call it, old things that cause problems to put yourself as to being conditioned. Being conditioned and being self-conditioned. That means is somebody's projecting toward conditioning. And if this world was started like that, just imagine how much you have to go back and clean all of that. That's a lot. It's like the things that you thought was what put in this world was called and conditioned for certain things. And then you figure it out, that's not all in order. You thought, like, sometimes um, being as you become as a child, you become grown, and you figure it out. Your thing in the world was to make sure you go to school, get your college, go to school, go to college, have a different whatever your ideas or whatever you wanted to be in this world. And you thought the college was going to get you right there where you need to be, and you get all these different type of BAs and different type of certificates and different things and certain things to get you in a position because you went to school for it. But then when you get the information and go to college and all, and you have all these certificates and stuff and things, you thought you just gonna walk through the door and be able to be in this position as to as a entrepreneur or different things that you want to be in college, that you already paid all of this, and your father and mother was doing, paying all things with college and paying everything for you to stay in school, to do something, to be something for you to be something in this whole life. And you figure it out, sometimes doesn't work the way that we thought. And then we're looking like we didn't pay all of this. Your mother and father paid all of that, or you put the information and paid for all of schooling, and find out that the things that you want to do in this life, and you're not able to walk through the door. When then things happen, and then what you gonna do now? Life has put a lot of us, a lot of things become as what they call wounds, conditioning wounds with us. And then now they've been so broken and you can't trust nobody. It seems like sometimes self conditioning cause problems, and projecting on other people cause a certain way. You figure it out, listening to other people, a perception, and you become something else because you was listening and doing what you thought by condition. So now you got to figure it out. It's not exactly what the world perception, what told you this and that, and you have to figure it out. Now you coming back. Now you got to go back and try to do something for yourself and build yourself and become an entrepreneur yourself and not being conditioned. It's not easy at all because you're fighting against your own self. You ain't fighting them, you fighting yourself, because now you have to build your own self character. hmm Now, if this resonates for somebody, not just myself, I'm just giving out how I feel and know that things are in order, and everything may be negative around, but it's always a positive outcome. You go through the fiery, because Aries is fiery, man. It's they about that intellect and hit you right there. They ain't got time for that. They gonna tell you exactly what it's gonna be. They strong leaders, and they create. They number one. They ain't got time for that. Number one is create, and they magicians. They already know what to do. Like I say, they heady. You know what I'm saying? They got that big head. That's the bull. Like, move out the way, because they finna drive. That's who they are. Let's be real now. Now we coming out of emotion and giving out of all the Pisces, the old soul wounds, going into these Aries, springing up in this spring up in the light is here now. Woo, we got time with the light. We ain't got to worry about the fall and no winter. To each his own. Every day is a beautiful thing, but sometimes it's to be shown out here. Everything finna be out. It can't hide no more. It's here. to show what's going on with you and also about what's a negative factor. Positive, negative, we here, baby. Let's balance this scale and keep it where justice gonna be. Because right now, age of Aquarius, it's a lot of things finna go down, baby. Oh, it's like it's going down. It's like going down, but be shown. Not to be falling, because hey, we already got that in there. We was happy that that tower fell in the January. Woohoo! And let you know everything in order. I'm saying this here is to be seen in front of everybody, to show who you are, and you are able to spring out to be out here to be seen in this world. And baby, justice is with that lady scales has always been in a while. And baby, let it be. Let it be. All right, so now, you know, magic is about strong energy, about the universes. It's about allows manifesting, create through direction of power of your will, changes recording of your own frequencies. Okay, and being that who we are, you know, not to keep on repeating everything over and over again, but to be, it's about the frequency, body of healing, you know, it helps you direct of your will and its creation, you know. So being that it has to do with an angel, also it has to do with shamans. You know, I'm just coming in the natural stuff because the natural give you information about different things of the seasons. Okay, and this time we're in spring, so spring is like the green, green, green. Also, it's telling you what's coming in here. We coming through, and some people don't do certain type of different things, but seasons is natural. It's gonna tell you green is coming out. You're gonna have a little sinus. You know, if you're coming from fall, everything fall down, and then you come back and sneak and with the spring up, and it has to do with the different seasons. Okay, that means that different things of allergies. You know, and some things drain and some things stop you. It is up to dependent of individual, the collective of an Aries. Okay, so meaning it is in the beginning. All right. Anything else? I say they kind of calling. They calling on you. The Aries. This about creations and manifest. It's time to do with your healing and supportive of the path. Meaning that they're calling you to get on the board, do what you're supposed to do in this order, this justice here. You know, when they come in there like that, your angels and ancestors come and get in here to let you know that you need to get on board. That mean coming out here and be seen. I got numbers in here 900 914. That mean is whatever you're working with, you're creative. That mean get it on. Stop playing. Let's see. Got something to do with and recognize of all times of your whatever you're a warrior. You know, warrior is the fight. You have to fight against everything in this world. It ain't as easy for everybody. But understanding that, I just my understanding that a spiritual warfare is a person that's going through something and different of things have been conditioned. Okay, and I believe that Pisces also wounds has to do with condition and self and for you, if somebody is projecting of conditioning, that means that's projecting on another self, and that has been placed on the whole world has been like that. And sometimes you have to forgive yourself for what was put on you. You have to forgive that and also forgive yourself. So spiritual warfare is a battle within yourself, your spirit, and your flesh. That means your spirit and your perception. And you have to take time to love yourself and know that, hey, you ain't by yourself. You ain't by yourself. Sometimes perception have you to the point that you think everybody coming for you. And being fear is from my understanding. If I give out some love here, you can go find your understanding. But I believe fear is evil. And if you always thinking somebody's negative, then you become like that. And then your energy is around everybody. If you always thinking someone's coming for you, that mean it to me it is a negative fearful monger, what they call it, fear monger, or fear projecting on other people. And then so you become negative. Negative will come back right back to you. Uh, like I say, the devil is within yourself. But if you don't think that, then I don't know. You fighting with it. It's a negative factor. It comes from what was projecting and conditioning and perception. It's a lot. When it's a lot, take your time. Baby steps. I was, I think that was Virgo. Is there anything else here? Oh, it's about the animal. When you wild, you just wild. Wild ain't always negative. Wild is just giving you instincts that you got. That's the bull. That bull boy. That you take a human and put themselves on a bull up here. We must be talking about Houston. All right, Houston. We're talking about these cowboys. Cowboys in the South. South. All right. And they ride up on this bull, baby. By the time they did, they don't be in there too long now. They don't, baby. They in there bucking. And I mean trying to stay on that bull. Good luck, baby. And they have to hurry up because let me tell you, them bulls is ready to keep going. And they got to have them clowns in there to distract them so they can get off away, because they going to get you. If that resonate, if that's Houston, if that is, it's a lot of countries, everywhere. It's a lot of cowboy in the U.S. It ain't just the Texas, baby. You got different places in this U.S. So I am talking about them cowboys, baby. Hey, they got the cowboys. That's that country boy. So if that resonate, a country boy. I ain't seen no one. I mean, they may have some women on the bulls, but honey, baby, good luck, to each his own. Girl, if you ride that bull, girl, you's bad. Let's see. Okay. Now, let's get on here. I got a message in here, 833. And it has a rivalry, missions, enemy. It's a intimacy. We'll call it um yes, that's me, enemy. Okay, it is a rival. It implies that that is an animosity between you and he or she is based on whatever good you have. Be it being the better of a what do they call it? A spark player. It's a magician, a business. Your creativity, crafts, competitiveness of sixth house. Oh, there you go. We back on the goodness. 833 missions of a strong of a heart. That's a Leo. You know, Also it is the mission. The lioness and the Leo is the king and the empress. And it's in order. All right, empress is I mean, they always got the big booty. Booty Judy. That means commerce. They have to do with wealth, and they always lucky. And them empresses always getting something. And doors are always with them. If that makes sense, she lucky. She lucky. I'm just giving what I know. Somebody said, that lucky this. I said, hey, it is. Meaning that what comes down to her, she's very wealthy. Wherever she is, that's all, like I say, the girl, like I say, whenever you're looking for a gift, and she's always a gift, gifted all the time, you know, if that resonate. Also, I have patience and perseverance. Okay, give you some what do you call it? Patient and perseverance, but it's like frustration and delays. You can't rush progress. It gives me number eight. A is number one. Remember, A is Aries. They got an APR. If that's anything APR, I'm gonna give you some. I mean creation. I'm gonna go another way. It has to do with R is 18. It's a moon. Moon is something. Is it gonna be hidden or illuminate? Meaning illuminate whatever's been hidden gonna be out. You also give you something prior. Prior to something past. Past was a tower. Tower was 15. 15, but excuse me, 16. Okay, so it fell for what reason? If that resonate. Also, like I said, it is A. A is one is create. So whatever is my understanding that was hidden, illuminated to be seen. Whatever was the past, let the past be past, or let it go. But whatever it happened, you went through something, it fell down. But what did it do? Nothing. Let you know you the beginning. A is the beginning. Also mean you are being. That means you create. You're the magician. You can do anything. Okay? You are the abundance and accomplish. Whatever didn't work, go back and redo it again. Do it to the point that redo it. You learn from it and move on and go back and finish it. This is causing you can go back to whatever you was doing on your business. It's your time to go back and to finish. It's talking about me also, but it's talking about you too. Keep on moving. Don't stop. Go back. Look at what was done. See? Be grateful and gratitude. Be grateful for whatever you went through. Whatever you got. Keep everything in your whole life that you got. May not be much to whatever people had, but be grateful and be gratitude. Be thankful and humble for what you got is for you. Okay? And be thankful with it. And it says of the results, are you stuck? Are you stuck in your mentally no more illusion? Moonlight. Okay, now moon is illuminate and also illusions. I didn't think, boy, illusion is illusion. Illusion has to have some type of person to keep yourself balanced. And the moons got to do with water emotional. Come for Pisces. No, Pacific and Atlantic. Pacific and Atlantic. Go. And like I say, if you constantly emotion is gonna spin it, and your mind can't, you just can't do. It's like you spinning. Just do. Just start doing. Just do it. No, that's the what is that Nike? Just do it. Just do it. Emotional. If you're doing spinning, find a way of some type of physically grounded. You need some type of earth, something grounded to keep you when your mind is thinking so much. Constantly. Stop thinking about it, just do it. Okay. Let's see. The next one. Now, I took these cards out here on the 5th, and it was, oh my God, the cards, you know. And man, it was. And I got to read these cards because it got water on here. It says, like a third wheel, it's to connect and decision on a lack of commitment in a relationship. Okay, now come on now. Somebody got a relationship connected to somebody. It could be your husband, your wife. It could be somebody, a family, friends, co-worker. It could be community. Somebody's connected to somebody. Okay, remember we had that sixth house. Sixth house got to do with competition. Okay, and it also has to do with Virgo. I ain't saying it's a Virgo, but it has Virgo in here. That means the Virgo of the 6th house. Okay, it means connection to stuff with people. Okay, family. Also come in here, it has to do with symbols. It's a symbol of feelings, hearts, and it's a suit relates to things that are very close to you, provide insight into your home, family, and emotional. How many hearts are in a deck? Okay, you got number 13. Be careful about your feelings. It says a card medicine. It's a cartomancy. It is a notion. It's the it says divination. Okay, this is a divination, a system. Much is decipher one's future success. Success is a project. This has to do with some type. Be careful about your feelings of divination of future and success in a project. Okay, got third wheel going on, meaning it's more than one. So you already know what that third wheel. Do we like a third wheel? Hell no, we don't go. No, we say let it go. And like I say, when they already left, they gonna make it hard for you, cause they already decide who they want to be. If that's a woman or a man, they already then are their eyes is on somebody else's dang prize. That means the gifts, their eyes is on the gift, and they ain't on you no more. They'll take your energy from what you didn't build them up. A woman built you up, a man up. A woman helped and built a man up, or a man has built up a woman. Okay, and then all of a sudden, a woman is looking for a man, and a man is looking for. I'm saying, what we're doing, we're talking about who. I don't know who it is. But remember, when a man has already left and a woman has already left, their eyes is on the prize, and they ain't paying no attention to you no more. And when they already left, they not already left, and when they come back, they gonna be mean. They gonna be mean because they looking for the gift, and if that feel like the gifts was given, they gonna take all that energy and go to another person. And you sitting up here worried about the eyes has been applied to somebody else. Him has applied his eyes to somebody else of a prize. Or she then already applied an eyes on his man. And you sitting up in here. Well, to each his own. And you let you know what's going on with this energy. Started with flattery will get you far with me, and I have a hard time sticking to a budget and a double text people with no shame, and it's easy to rile me up. I think jealousy is a healthy part of any relationship, and when I'm angry, I text in all caps, and I'm attracted to people who tell it like it is. You talking about an Aries going on here, forward type person or forward type of woman. Now it says right here, wants you to trust yourself and of your abilities, and by letting go of the whatever that of a failure. Okay, remember I got some water on here. I wrote these cards, and it has something to do with on the either hand, it is associated with there you go again, oneness and into me, or any. It's like there you go again. You go the end. It's like it's always an enemy, and or something is something around of this divine being. It's a spiritual awakening of enlightenment, but it's also hidden and a secret. Now let me understand it about this type. Now it also has to do with positive and the negative factor. Something that has been illuminated and enlightenment is something to go through something of hidden things and to understand what you went through. And it always be negative, but it's a positive outcome. But it was something to make you were that not to be so negative factor of a dark. Ain't always bad. Now, if that resonate, it's just some people just don't go through stuff and some things do. But doesn't mean that it's negative. That you come out of it. You may get, you may have some marks, but doesn't mean you're still living. Okay, if that resonate. Let's see anything in here. Also, I already had a card on here. It's upright strength, power, and determination of a passion of a leader. That was already on Aries, telling you what it is. It means taking risks. Good, and you know it's like a good father. Okay, that means it has to do with Aries. It's a star. You know what I'm saying? Star sign, leadership. Yes, look at the bigger picture. Okay. All right, somebody. I got 4154. Spiritual means that you should always be faithful. And it says sincerity to yourself and situation. Be a custodian of your behavior. Okay? It's the finger point about you. Inner behalf. Breath, love, involve evolution and earth. It means it has to do with a serious practical and a stable person. Always be driven by ideas of higher purpose. Driven as long as you feel. Okay, it means the pain you are still alive. When you make mistakes, you are still a human being and you need to learn from your mistakes. We all fall, right? And then I said, don't worry about that past because we get back up. We spring back up to do something. Go back and redo things, and the failures that is always Steve Harvey talk about the failures. That's it's a lot of people ain't done nothing but all that dang talk, ain't got no walk. And now that you done went through something and you had a failure, you did the biggest thing in the world. You did it anyway. And you had a failure. Okay, then go back and mistakes is there. That's the point. You still move. It takes time in order to be successful. And it's not as easy as you think. I'm still in the part of the journey. And that means that it takes time. After you go back and you figure it out, you made some mistakes. Okay, go back and complete it. Then go figure out the mistakes that you made and go figure it out. And not to forget about it, because then you go against something was positive when you just started. Now you going back and you negative. Now you putting all the negative traits and things in your mind that was already positive, and you causing problems because you think it ain't working, but it will. Coming from self conditioning. I'm telling you about conditions and projecting and perception and being conditioning is hard to come into doing something new. You so used to that old way and you have to release it. It's not easy. It takes time. More you change yourself than all those old ways and all the wounds from Pisces 12 and you coming in the age of Aquarius. It is a new thing. That's like old stuff. Kind of in something new. All right, and this is for somebody. This is Aries. Let me give you some. I'll give you back on here. It said connect with the emotion. Water guardian. We up on that fall, that crawl. Now crawl. That crow. Always what I say is positive and it is negative. But a foul, listen. But also, that we're coming in a lot of some animosity and a lot of intimacy and enemies on the sixth house of competition. Everybody is doing the same thing. Everybody in this whole world, and everybody is competing because it's like something new, and everybody trying to be in a place. It's like the falling of something. It's like somebody trying to put in the positions, okay? And everybody is competition on each other. But also the monetary spirits, and then you have to figure it out, okay? You got positive, you got negative, you got all these monetary spirits, you got people in here, you got your ancestors and your angels and all of that. You got a lot going on here. You got to figure out which one it is, okay? But understand you have to release the the rest. You got to let go. You got a magician. That's you creating on Aries as the red. Come on in here. And what she's saying, unlock the magic within. Unlock the magic, your creation. Unlock and stop being stuck within. Broken arrow. And it says here, embrace the energy of peace. Embrace. Get up. Stand. The energy of peace at all times. When things are not working the way that you want to, embrace. Stand up and hold yourself. And accountability, and to know that keep that peace at all times. Because, baby, we all trying to get a position. Okay? Now, it says lifting the veil, questioning everything online must go. Lifting the veil, questioning everything. You're supposed to question on everything. Okay? We're talking about self-conditioning, being, projecting, and perception. You become age of Aquarius, you have to question everything now. Because you have to do new ideas, new lingo, new everything now. You become something new. That's the old man, let it go. You something new. And don't allow other people to put you in a position of projecting and conditioning, self-condition on you. Me conditioning this world, putting back the old things. No, you're supposed to let it go and become new and align. And like I say, anything aligned must go. So if it ain't aligned, let it go. See, Aries is starting at the beginning. The bull is driving the Mercury. Okay? And the Mercury is the communication. That means go forward. Listen. And to understand. It's your time. Time to be out here, vocal, speak. Say what you want to say. Everything is here. It's for you. You are the master. And you are the master. That is a magician. It's a create. You are who you are. You got so many up under that hood. And up under that hood got a lot of things Napa. Napa got to do with, what to say, parts. Everything in this body. You got everything. It ain't no one, and it's nothing about the spirit and just flesh. You know, it is dark and light, but it's a lot of organs up in here. Up in one whole of this hood. A hood is the straight up hood. I say, they only come